Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar!
Hello, it's me again. What's the date today? The 15th of May 2016. This is my final evaluation, my last vlog. I've got my vlogging shirt on and everything. Well happy. I've got a little list here of things that I need to talk about so I don't and ah too much like I usually do. Okay, did I meet my stated aims of my video? Yes, I did. I made it look quite good, I think. My aims were to make it look professional and fill the needs of my client. That worked out alright, I think, to be honest. I had a slight issue with going down and seeing her, because she called me up and said, hey, can I talk about this music video, because I showed her a rough edit of it and she wasn't too happy with a couple of things, so I fixed that up. So yes, I have stated, met all the aims and targets I had stated in my proposal. My chosen practitioner, I had like 3, to be honest. I had Moddy, Ben Howard and the Paper Kites, I think it was. And I think in comparison to all of them, I did actually manage to get like a perfect mix. I mean, Ben Howard and all of them use bits of nature from everywhere. Like, you got the trees, you got the seaside, no matter what the song's about, you're going to have a bit of everything in there. So I managed to do that. Moddy uses a lot of overlay bits of footage on his music videos and things, and I did exactly that because I thought that was really cool. Did I make any changes, and how did my concept develop? As I said, I made some changes for Rin. I didn't do, as I said before, I didn't do that last transition shot where I turned the camera and it changed the shot midway through rotating it. I didn't do that because she got sand in her hair and blah 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 blah. And she's a woman, she didn't like how she looked in some of it, so I did have to change it. Not being sexist, it's just a lot of women do that. Stop swearing. Yeah, so in that respect, it changed a lot. With the weather, that was a pain, because it was going to be really sunny for the music video, but I had to just kind of roll with it and keep it kind of with the clouds over and everything, because the weather just wasn't going to improve the time I had. So I had to roll with that, but it worked out pretty well, I think. It did work pretty well, and I'm glad I took like lots of extra footage afterwards, so that I could just fill bits in. When she said, can you change this, I had a bit like, straight away I could do, rather than just going away and filming a whole load of new stuff. Does the finished product appeal to my target audience? I think so, yeah, because it matches everything else that I said. Like with Ben Howard and all that, she never had a target audience, so I had to just go and buy Ben Howard's target audience really, and kind of work it out from there. So really, I think it does really fit in quite well. I don't think I really need to be honest. It's I've done a lot of new things with this project. Like, although it was quite. Everything was quite new. It was like experimental, like my other experimental film. However, some of it was planned, so I've never really actually done anything like this before. I didn't even really listen to folk music before this, but now I actually love it. I've learned about folk music now, but I think that's the only reason I listen to it, because now I know the stupid little things inside of it. But yeah, the other things I've learned this year, I didn't like narrative. I can't do narrative very well, so in a way, yeah, that reflects this year. Because the reason I did experimental film was because I can't do narrative very well. I don't enjoy it very much. It kind of has to be kind of arty and nice. I've also learned this year that I've got to take more time editing, which I have done. So yeah, I guess it has reflected what I've learned this year. And my editing skills are on point for this project, definitely. in an accurate reflection of my skills, am I proud of it? I am proud of it. I am proud of my piece of work. I think mainly because it was quite a stress at the beginning. It has turned out quite well. You know, to be working with a client as well, that's the first for me, somewhat. And it does kind of take the idea out of my hands a little bit. Like, it's not really my idea anymore, it's theirs, which it's kind of nice, but for a creative person it's quite difficult to use somebody else's idea in a way. But she was quite laid back about it and said I could do pretty much anything I wanted. So I've done exactly that, and it's worked out quite well. I think everybody's happy with it. So yeah, I am proud of it. And my editing, although there was a few bits of my editing that I didn't really like very much. Like with my rotation shot I was talking to you about, I feel like it's a bit juddery, but I don't know, other people have said it's been okay. I think it might just be me picking out little things. And sometimes with the overlay shots they move a bit too quickly or something and it might look a little bit off, but I think that might just be because I've watched it so many times during editing. So there's a few things. I'll put like a video, I put the video in like in a minute so you can watch it through and you see what I mean. And I'll talk about it a bit more. What I'll do differently next time. What did I learn? Next time I'd probably speak to my client a bit more, to be honest. But it was kind of very vague what was going on. When she turned up to us when we were filming in Exmouth, she didn't know what she was doing at all. And I need more than one way to get hold of her than just my phone or email, because my phone, I had issues with my phone so I couldn't get hold of her. And then email, you know, I email through my phone, so again I couldn't really get hold of her. So we just had to kind of wing it. But that's okay, we managed. So that's something else I would do differently. I've also learned that I have to be more careful of the weather. If I were to do another project like this, I'd have to have a longer time period to do it. I mean, I have finished like way ahead of schedule, but I think if I were to do this again, I would take way more time, even if I didn't need it, just to touch up on little things. If I had a larger budget, or an unlimited budget, I would have got like big helicopter shots of where we were, and I would have been able to play around a lot more. I would have gone way further than I had done, because I only filmed in Sidmouth, Limestone, Exmouth, and like it's still very homey. If I were to go somewhere else, which had like nicer nature, more pretty scenes, I probably would have done that, and I would have had like an awesome camera that would have meant I could get some really cool shots. So that's what I would have done, really. There's not really much I would have had to pay out for, particularly that I didn't already have that now. If I had more of a budget, then I don't think it would have turned out too much differently. It would just looked a bit prettier and nicer. Was there anything else on that little list of mine? I know I got another one in my back pocket. No. Okay, I finished ahead of schedule. That was my production schedule was quite realistic, but I think with the way things went, it just had to be that it was going to carry on that way. If I stuck to my production schedule, I reckon it probably could have been even more awesome. But because I was working with a client and the weather was being funny, we had to just kind of jump in and do it there and then. So that's why I finished way ahead of schedule. It's just the way it goes, I suppose. I didn't really expect to be finishing this early. Pros and cons of working with a client. Communication. That was a difficult one. Sometimes, like when I gave her my rough edit, her response was quite vague, and I didn't really know what to think of it. She said that all she said when I sent her the link was, I need 24 hours to think about it, and that scared me. I mean, if I was being paid for it, then it would have been okay, I think. But as a student, I think I was, I don't know. I think I was kind of expecting, thank you, that's really good. It was really cool. There might just be a few things I need to touch up on. I'll let you know. That would have been nice, but I didn't get that. No fault on her part, because she was being professional about it or whatever. But it was a bit scary for me, and it's for a first time with a client. Terrifying. On the other hand, as I said earlier, it takes the idea out of your hands, so that's a good thing. It's never really been that way. I've made videos for myself, but now it's for somebody else. It kind of gives me a bit more responsibility. It's kind of nice. Okay, yeah. So I'm not coming back next year to college. I'm not doing any more of these projects as such, because after working with a client, if you've seen some of my other work, I've done like banana videos and things, and it was great. It was like a laugh, but after working with a client, I kind of enjoyed it. It's really nice to. My past 3 projects I've done have been quite serious projects and not just been bananas and things. So I don't know. I've kind of enjoyed working for somebody else. And I kind of want to jump straight out and do that. So next year, my plan is to just save up and get all my equipment and try and just start out my own little business that I've done in Unit 7 with interactive media, with my website design and everything. And I'll use that template for my actual business, which would be really cool. I just don't think that next year I'm going to really. I don't think it's really going to benefit me that much, but as long as I just carry on doing what I'm doing at home, it'll be fine.